So now that I've got that scrub off and my face is nice and dry, then it's all ready to slap on some more makeup. The liquid foundation I use is Shiseido. It's the lifting foundation, and it's got an SPF in it, so I don't put anything underneath it, which I probably should, but I do not go out in the sun at all, hardly ever, because I burn. I'm Irish and I have freckles, so I burn. I just use about this much. And I do not use a foundation brush. I don't like that. I like working with my hands, because I like that it heats up with the heat of your fingers much better than a brush. I'm just not big on those foundation brushes at all. This color I use is Natural Light Ivory. Natural Light Pasty. So I get that all over my skin. Down the neck too. Got it always down the neck. I remember girls are getting a lot smarter about that, because it used to be girls never did that. And then for my powder, I use the Lancome Dual Finish. I love this powder. I've used it for years. My color is Matte Amande 3. And it just gives your skin the most perfect, it just sets everything. It's perfect. If you use it wet, it can be used as a liquid and a powder in one. That's why it's called Dual Finish. I use it dry. Down the neck. It gives you really good coverage without looking powdery or cakey. No one ever, usually people are really surprised when they find out how much makeup I use. Because they see my skin and they think, oh, your skin's so pretty, it's so flawless. And it's like, no, it's just makeup. But I have a lot of people tell me, wow, it doesn't look like you wear that much makeup. But I do. Alright, so once you've got that all on, what I do then is I take the Hoola, the bronzer, and I do a little bit of contouring. This is hard to do, I'm not using a mirror. So I do a little bit of contouring in here, under here, a little bit down the neck, down the sides of the nose, and around the temples. And then I do right here, and then around the hairline. And then I also pretty much put it all over my face, but I just do a light dusting right in here, because I am so light skinned. I need a little bit of color. And then the blush I've been using lately, and I just got it and I love it so much, it's one of the MSFs from MAC. It's Gleeful. I really like it. It just puts this little, it's kind of dark for my skin, but I just put a little bit. But it gives you just this little glow right on the apples of the cheek. I do a little bit on the nose. Okay. What I did is I just put a little bit of Max Brulee shadow on my lid, just to put back what I just washed off. And then for my eyebrows, what I use, I have really thin eyebrows, as you can see. They're basically non-existent. They fell out years ago. I have no idea why. People always tell me, you gotta stop plucking, stop plucking. I don't pluck them. They just fell out. I just have no eyebrows whatsoever. So I use MAC's Chestnut pencil to pencil them in just a little bit. And then I use, I have to use a mirror for this one, guys. And then I use a powder to kind of make them look a little bit more natural and not so penciled in, because I don't like that penciled in look. But I like them to look sharp. So I just lightly do that with the pencil. And then for my, the powder I use is a Lancome in it. I think it was a sample, I'm not really sure, but it's Mochaccino is the powder. And I just take a little tight angled brush, and in upward motion I just kind of move up and over, just to fill it in, brush the line out, It just gives you a softer eyebrow if you do it like this, I think. Okay, so that's that. And then, let's see. Oh, another thing I love to use too is my Dior highlighter. I love this stuff, the powder shimmer, and this is in Amber Diamond. I love this stuff. It just gives you a really nice glow. It's kind of like MAC by Candlelight. They're almost, they're so similar. This is just a little bit more glowy, I think. Okay, and then my concealer I always do last. And as you guys know, I've been using the Bobbi Brown Creamy Concealer. I love it. Mine is in Cool Sand. I love doing it last because then if you have any fallout at all, it just kind of picks up all that fallout, smooths it all out. Plus, if you make a mistake, you don't want to have to redo your concealer and all that, so I just do it last. And all I do is just, I don't use a brush for this either, guys. I use my finger. I just dab my finger in it, and then I don't rub. You just tap. This product especially, you can't really rub with it because it is so thick, and the consistency is a bit sticky, it's a bit tacky. So if you rub, it tends to not work. It just kind of pulls on the skin, and that is not something we want to do. Don't pull on the skin around the eyes. And then I just take what's left over on my finger and I go around the red in my nose. And then I go down. It's basically a triangle effect that I do. I go down the cheek, and then I have this lovely mole right here that I like to cover up, even though it always shows. And it's such a bummer because I always get mascara on it every single time, and then I have to use makeup remover and take it off that mole. I need to have it removed. All of us have it, us girls in the family. It's the funniest thing. My mom, my sister, we all have that. So that's that. That is my face. That is what I use, and I'm always changing. I'm ever changing products, but so that's what I'm using at the moment. So there you have it. Thanks for watching, guys.